Happy Tuesday. I have to roll my windows up because I think that I'm going to get a little droned out. Oh boy. That's the worst. Does that happen to you in your car when you're driving and you roll up one or two windows and then all of a sudden there's still one that's down and it gets this like sound? Alright, side note on that, I guess. So I'm listening to this podcast. I know that I always start my my encouragement talks with podcasts references because I listen to a lot of them and I listen to Audible books and all sorts of things. So currently, the podcast that I'm listening to is on resilient kids. There's a part 1 and there's part 2. I'm about halfway through part 2. Kathy Cook, Dr. Kathy Cook of Celebrate Kids is on there talking about her new book called Resilient Kids. I'm going to be getting a copy, and I already know that I'm going to recommend that you get a copy too, so that's without even reading it. It's just the content in this podcast that I'm listening to is so fantastic, and it's so timely because our kids have had a rough couple years. So with that said, I also wanted to come and share a little story about how my little guy kind of melted my heart this morning on the way to school. So I have this thing that I say if I make a mistake, or if one of my kids make a mistake, or if there's an accident, or just any type of thing. I kind of just throw out there, it happens to everybody, you know, because when we make mistakes, no matter what they are, it doesn't make us a failure. It just happens to everybody. So I'm pretty neutral. I'm not one of those who cries over spilled milk, and I definitely don't want to pass stress on to my kids when they make a mistake. And honestly, because we live in the world that we live in, they do still sometimes, you know, get offended by themselves when they make a mistake. But this reminder, this gentle, simple reminder, it happens to everybody, is just something that I've learned, and you know, I use it quite a bit. So this morning I was driving my 6-year-old to school, and I don't even remember what exactly transpired, but I was apologizing to my son, and he goes, "It's okay, it happens to everybody." And I just thought, oh, sweet boy, you actually do listen to mom. And it's just a reminder that no matter how old your kids are, and certainly as they get older, you think that they're not listening and that they're not watching, and they very well might not be, but I think there is still an element of influence, no matter, you know, whether they show it or not, and whether they do what you do or whether they do the opposite of what you say. You know, it was a nice reminder to me that how we react to things is noted by our younger generation. So that's all I had to say today. This is definitely a shorter video than normal, which is fine. I hope you're having a great day. The sun is shining today, so of course that always makes my day better. I'll see you soon. Bye.